obviously a very big fight for you, but how big is it for you and why?
¿Por qué está la pelea tan importante y por qué?
Bueno,
Obviously, it's a big an opponent, a big name opponent. Everyone knows how good he is. Everyone knows how good I am. So that's always a big fight. Two of the best fighters in the world going at it. But at the end of the day, they're gonna find out who the best of us is, and it's gonna be me.
You've been waiting a long time for this.
This is a tremendous fight. This is where I want to be. I've wanted to fight one of the best fighter in the division, and I think that Fernando from Montiel so far is the best fighter until I prove him wrong.
What is it about him that makes this such a big fight for you?
He holds 2 belts, and throughout his career, he's always been world champion. I mean, he's lost, but he's come back. I mean, he's only had a couple, and he's always won titles after titles, and that's like in the interviews, that's how good he is. But I think that skills per skills, power per power, speed per speed, intelligence per intelligence, I think that I'm above his level, but that's what you'll see in the fight.
You've proven so much over your career, yet somehow he's the favorite in this fight. What do you make of that? How do you feel about that?
El favorito obviamente es él. ¿Qué es lo que piensas de eso cuando oyes de eso? Obviously, it's not something that concerns me. I'm not worried about it. I know what I have to do, prepare myself, get the best shape possible, and win the fight. And actually, all it's going to help me is going to help double my money when I bet on myself.
So, what does the victory then do for you?
I think it takes out all the doubts on people's mind if I belong in the elite, if I belong in the pound for pound. And that's what it established my name as one of the elite fighter. And for him, it establishes his legacy as one of the best in the bantamweights.
Mr. Montiel has a tremendous advantage in terms of experience. Is that maybe the deciding factor in this fight?
La experiencia que tú tienes puede ser lo que los separa los dos.
sí, definitivamente.
That's something that is very true because I have 21 world championship fights, almost as many. He has as many professional fights. So I think it's going to help me. I think it's an advantage, and it's something I have to take advantage of. I can, it's not going to help me win, but it's also going to help me do what I need to do.
You're coming off a sensational victory over Vladimir Sidorenko. Really, I mean, I don't think anybody's surprised that you won, but we're surprised that you won that easily and that emphatically. Were you surprised at all that you won in such a sensational way?
You know what? When I was interviewed, I expected, I know Sidorenko's never been down and never been knocked out at that point. I expected and I predicted a 5th round knockout. I was ahead by a 4th round stoppage, but I expected him to be strong, but I figured that with my motivation, with the way I was working hard, my power, my speed was there. As long as I do my best, I felt that I could knock Sidorenko out, and I think that I feel the same way with Montiel. As long as I do my best, I think that I can knock him out.
That was my next question. Are we going to see a similar fight in this fight?
In a way, Montiel and I are similar, but in the last fight, as long as if he does give me that opportunity to figure him out early, then you will see a similar outcome. I think that power for power, he will throw his power punches, but at the same time, I think my speed will get there first before his power punches come.
Donire had a pretty sensational victory over Vladimir Sidorenko. What was your impressions of that fight, or his performance?
Realmente no me impresionó.
I think, I knew the type of opponent he was facing. He was facing a guy that was just going to stand up to him. He thought he was stronger than him, and I thought he was, it didn't impress me because the opponent wasn't that good. I thought he was just a guy that was in front of him, that didn't move, didn't do anything. When he would impress me if he would have bought a guy that moved, a guy that was doing other things besides just standing in front of him.
You guys, you're promoting the fight. You say it's going to be a war. You really think this is going to be a sort of a toe-to-toe battle?
¿Tú piensas que va a ser una pelea de esas de fajadores?
No, yo pienso.
I think that we're both so aggressive that you can't help to think that eventually during the fight we're gonna stand, toe to toe and do something. I mean, I don't know. We're both smart fighters. We both do other things, but eventually we're gonna stop and throw, and that's what's gonna happen in that fight.
Let's assume for a second that you win. Is there any concern that people have avoided you in your career already? Now, if you have another sensational victory against a guy this good, people go, "Listen, I don't want anything to do with this guy." Is that a reasonable?
I think so. I mean, you know, I'll just have to be aggressive and call them out over and over like I did with Montiel. You know, I'm really usually not the type to call people out, but if I have to, I will, to make the fight happen. But I think that it'll open up more opportunities after Montiel, because, you know, in the higher division, I'll be moving up.
So the final thing, then, you seem like you're in a great place. Your career is really sort of skyrocketing now. How does it feel? What's going through your head?
You know, it's a blessing. Everything that I have, I mean, being with my manager, Cameron Duncan, being with Robert, being with all my team, Baz, you know, all the guys, you know, especially my wife, I mean, and all the victories. It's been a blessing, and that's all I can really look at is to take every moment with everyone and be blessed and be happy about it. And I'm really happy with my life and the way it is going, and you know, and just stay who I am and just appreciate everyone and everything that was given to me by God.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, Nonito. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Good.